Today I want to share my understanding of a very common biology question. Are plant cells prokaryotic or eukaryotic? When I first started learning about cells, I honestly found these terms a bit confusing. Words like prokaryotic and eukaryotic sounded difficult, and I wasn't sure how to tell the difference. But once I understood the basics, everything became much easier and more interesting. From what I have learned, all cells are mainly divided into two types: prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cells are simple and small. They don't have a proper nucleus, and their DNA is not organized inside a special structure. I remember thinking that these cells are quite basic, and they are mostly found in bacteria. On the other hand, eukaryotic cells are more advanced and organized. They have a true nucleus that controls the cell and stores genetic information. When I understood this difference, I started looking at plant cells more carefully, and that's when I realized something important. Plant cells are eukaryotic. One thing that really helped me understand this concept was learning about the structure of plant cells. Plant cells have many important parts called organelles. For example, the nucleus acts like the brain of the cell. It controls everything that happens inside. There are also mitochondria that produce energy for the cell, which I found really interesting. But the most fascinating part for me was the chloroplast. This is a special structure found only in plant cells that allows them to make their own food through photosynthesis. When I first learned that plants use sunlight to create their own energy, I was honestly amazed. It made me appreciate plants even more. Another feature I noticed is the cell wall. Unlike animal cells, plant cells have this strong outer layer that gives them shape and protection. From my perspective, this is what helps plants stand upright and stay strong. As I continued learning, it became very clear to me that plant cells are not simple like prokaryotic cells. They are well organized and contain many specialized structures, which makes them eukaryotic. This understanding made biology feel much simpler and less confusing. In my opinion, the easiest way to remember this is very simple. If a cell has a nucleus and different organized parts, it is eukaryotic. And since plant cells have all these features, they are definitely eukaryotic. Learning this concept helped me understand how plants grow, make food, and survive. It also made me realize how important plants are for our environment and daily life. In conclusion, based on my learning and experience, plant cells are clearly eukaryotic cells. Once you understand the basics, this topic becomes easy and even enjoyable to learn.